Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to the new FM studio. So, bear in mind that I'm looking a little bit tired because I literally just came home from a tour in China this weekend. However, a lot of you guys been asking me about doing a studio tour of the new studio, so I figured I would do one, taking you guys through all the equipment and everything in the new stu. Alright, first of all, for the record, the studio is not 100% done. I'm still waiting on some gear, waiting on some furniture, a little bit, small stuff, and all that. So I'll probably do like a V2 video at one point in the future. Also, all the gear I mentioned in the video is listed down below in the description. Hit the links, it'll take you directly through Amazon, and I'll make a little small penny so I can actually buy more stuff for the studio, which is great. So without further ado, let me take you guys through the new Fabian Mazur studio. Let's go. First things first. The first thing you see when you walk in the studio is the big workstation table desktop thing. Now this one is custom built to fit the studio. The main thing I love about this table is also that it elevates up and down. So I can actually do standing work, which is super nice because I have a sore low back from actually sitting down all day every day in my old studio. So this is super great. Also, the table has a pull-out tray thing which fits my MIDI keyboard, which is super great. So the keyboard that I use is the Nectar GX61. It's basically the cheapest keyboard that I could find available because, well, now moving on to the main thing of the studio, my monitor setup. Now, my main monitors are my Focal Twin 6B. Now these are the monitors that I had in my old studio and I absolutely love them. I'm still working on getting my ears to adjust to the actual room, but I think it'll be really good in the long run. Now I got my Focal standing on these ISO acoustic stands, which basically separates them from the table, which removes the unwanted frequencies in rumble that you will have from them standing directly on the tabletop. Now I also have a little subwoofer down here. Now it's not really playing a lot, I just have it set to like minus, I don't know, 60 hertz, everything below that, and a very low volume. It's basically just to feel a little bit more in the low end. The sub is from a company called Samson. It's great for what I use it for. At one point though, I want to get the Focal sub to match my monitors, but it's pretty expensive. Yeah. Now for my second set of monitors here, I have my iLoud micro monitors. I love these. I got them a few months back and I actually got them for travel purposes. I was like traveling a lot, producing a lot out of like hotel rooms at night, and it was great to have these monitors because they're Bluetooth, they're quick, packable. They're pretty good as like a small reference monitors for the studio, so I kind of like that. Now moving on to the main hub here of the studio, my UAD Apollo Twin Duo sound card. The UAD plugins are great, and to minimize overload on my CPU, it actually runs the plugin off the DSP of the audio card, which is great, even though I get overloads all the time anyway from Logic. Now I have my UAD running through my SPL monitor controller down here. It basically enables me to have different sets of monitors and do like A/B switch controls. It also has a mono switch, which is super great when I mix down my tracks, just to see that everything is like still punchy and still come through in mono. So I have my speakers set up to this, like A, B, C, subwoofer on C, super great, works well. Now over here you see my MacBook. The computer is hooked up to my new LG screen. This is the 27UK850, I believe, and it's super great because I can basically use the monitor as a USB-C hub while charging my MacBook through one USB-C cable. Super useful. The monitor is like a 4K, super great response time and all that. Not that it's really necessary when you just run Logic on it, but I also use it for video and photo editing, which is great. Now coming over here to the right, I have my headphones in this little stand thing. Now, the first set of headphones that I have here is the Biodynamic DT770. This headphone really needs no introduction. It's a classic, sounds well. I use it for producing on the road. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff in these headphones. They're great. And my next set of headphones here is the III TMA1 Young Guru Edition. Shout out to III for gifting me these a few years back. They're great. I use them for recording when I record vocals. Now, coming up here to my microphone and recording setup. Now, when I'm on the go, you already know that I use the Zoom H5n or H5 to record. And I love that one for like portable sample pack stuff. But here in the studio, when I record vocals, I have this setup. Now, I have my Neumann TLM 102 microphone set up inside this Chaotica eyeball, which is basically like having those, you know, those guard things on the microphone and a pop filter, but built into this cube thing, which is super great. I mean, I love it. It's been saving my vocal recordings for a couple years now, so that's awesome. Now, throughout the whole studio here, I have some acoustic panels, and in the corners I have bass traps built in, so this is super great. At one point I might do some more acoustic regulating here, but I don't know yet. I'm still not used to the whole room, and right now it seems pretty balanced, to be honest. But yeah, for now I have the panels on the walls, bass traps in the corners. I also have like a lowered ceiling thing going on here. It's a pretty high ceiling in here, but I think it sounds pretty well, for now at least. Now, on this big wall behind me, you of course can't help but notice the big FM neon sign. Now, this was custom made by the guys over at Neon Skittle. I got their link in the description down below. Shout out to those guys for hooking me up with the custom FM neon sign. It really makes the studio look like techie, nerdy. I love that. Around the desk here, I also have a bunch of small accessories. Got like a wireless iPhone charger here. Kind of bought this off Amazon. It came and I realized that it says whole life. And also I have this MacBook stand, which I actually bought to fit my 15-inch, but I still haven't figured out the whole setup thing here. But eventually, it'll look great. Now, moving on to the other part of the studio here. I actually have space to do like a chill corner thing. So over here, I got like a couch set up, a little footrest, got a fridge and a table. And basically, I'm still working on finishing up this area. Kind of want to get like an extra carpet thing. Want to get like a big rocking chair, maybe like a loungy thing going on. But basically, I'm just trying to make it cozy. So when I have people over, songwriters come in, it's just a vibe. I'm also trying to get like, I'm trying to get a bunch of plants in here. Like, I want to go full on Ramsoid with this. Shout out Ramsoid. Now, the main thing I love about this new studio is that I actually get daylight. Now, take this from a guy who's been working 10 hours at least in a basement every day for like 5 years. So this is just like a whole nother world for me. Super great, like get that natural D vitamin in. Yeah, super great. Now that's basically it for the studio tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let me know if you have any questions. Drop them down below in the comments and I'll do my best to answer everything. Now I'll put the links for everything that I mentioned in the video down in the description. I hope you enjoyed this tour. I can't wait to actually get to produce some music in my new studio. So welcome to the new FM studio. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.
Baby, I'm a son on the beat.